You are looking at the Ice Vault in Wayne, New Jersey, where the New Jersey Bandits U19 girls are getting set to take on the New York Islanders. Hey everybody, it's Joe Rizzo here bringing you the action on Rizzo Vision on demand for this one. And happy Super Bowl Sunday. Although by the time you're watching this, probably the game between the 49ers and the Chiefs has ended, but maybe not. Bandits in their home dark pink jerseys, black pants, silver integrated into the uniform, and the signature gold helmets. Islanders with, here you get a look, black jerseys with the typical New York Islanders logos. They wear white helmets. It's black throughout the uniform with the Islanders colors of blue and orange throughout. Once again, you get a look at the Bandits over there, getting ready to do their pregame shout out, stick tap, whatever it will be. And the time has expired for the warm-up here. As you see the Bandits do their stick tap. Time has expired here for the warm-ups for a bit, but the team's getting ready now. Heading over to the bench, Coach Grace Potash with assistant Tim Kepler on the Bandit bench, and the Islanders with their stick tap head back over to their bench. Teams have played a bunch of times this year. They've all gone the way of the Bandits since the Islanders had a 4-0 victory in the first contest between the teams way back at the beginning of September. Seems like a lifetime ago, but maybe not that long in the grand scheme of things of the world. But in terms of hockey, it seems like an eternity at this point with so many games having been played. Harper Keenan will guard the goal to your YouTube left. We'll see who it is for the Islanders, but I'm sensing it will be, well, we don't really know. I was looking at setting up a little bit during the warm-ups, and each team doesn't necessarily have the traditional setup of which goalie takes the warm-ups when and how. But it is Jillian Storminger between the pipes, and she's been brilliant this year. Bandits will start it out with Gabby Rothstein between Maeve McNulty and Izzy Camarada. Logan Shoemaker, Gromick, and Morgan Kepler on defense. Here's Gabby Rothstein, gets through neutral ice, gets in down low, tries to get through traffic, does get through traffic, but doesn't get anything on the net just yet as the Bandits try to set up their first possession of the game. Puck goes down low, over the end line, picked up by McNulty for a moment, but then her attempt to get it out front was rebuffed. Islanders send it down deep. Keenan steers it aside as it came on net. Islanders trying to establish position as it goes to either side here on the near side because of the reflection and the great lighting here at the Ice Vault Rink 2. We might get a little bit of a reflection. Referee says no icing there as Camarada chased it down, didn't really get there in time to negate the icing. McCaffrey gets in, picks one off, sends it just wide, was guarded there in front. McSherry and McCaffrey and McNulty out for the moment. McNulty jumps off. Here comes Sperling for Camarada. So Camarada jumps off. McCaffrey up front with McSherry and Sperling. Venuto and Olivia Rothstein on defense. Bandits going, it looks like, with 5 defense here. For the moment at least. They've shown some versatility in that area. Moved out and just into neutral ice by McSherry. Islanders bring it in. It goes off the edge of Venuto's stick and gets down low. Picked up by Olivia Rothstein, but her chance to get it out was knocked away. McSherry just shot it right into the wickets there of Gianna Chedrone. And this one's sent down, and it will be an icing. It looked like it went kind of right through a couple of players there, but 15:06 left, period one. Bandits and the Islanders scoreless in the early going. Rizzo now jumps out to take the draw, playing center. Played mostly wing this season. Shot comes in on Keenan and she makes a save. So Rizzo with Claus and Bellin up front, and that was the quickest of shifts. One face-off and about a 4-second shift there. So they come right back to the bench. And off the draw. It goes below the end line. This is now Gabby Rothstein. Got an edge loss there. McNulty moves it for Camarada. Camarada comes through neutral ice. She's guarded 1-on-3. Gets down low, turns the corner, and takes it behind the net. Looking for somebody in the middle. McNulty was in front. Camarada tees it up. Storminger with the save. Didn't control the rebound, but got one of her teammates to pick it up. McNulty tries to shovel it toward the net, but it doesn't get through. Here's a shot from the point by Shoemaker Gromick. It got down low. McNulty with the shot. That might have hit the mask of Storminger. Islanders pick it up. Peck gets it taken away. Backhand shot by Camarada. And another! And 2 saves by Storminger. They have her moving one way and going the other. Redmond at the point. Couldn't quite gather it. Actually, it was better. She looked like she was going to try to unleash a shot. This one goes down. They say no icing as it goes right through Redmond. Redmond was about to unleash the shot. Didn't gather it cleanly. And that sort of benefited her because the shot probably would have been blocked. Camarada 1-on-5. She and 6, actually, Islanders jerseys in there if you count the goalie. McSherry picks it off through traffic, and it gets sent down low. Now McSherry 1-on-5. McCaffrey coming up the opposite wing, but the play comes toward the near side. Sperling tries to force the trap. It doesn't force the turnover there, but to the other side of the ice. That one fired by Olivia Rothstein from beyond the blue line, and Storminger gloves it down. 13:27 left, period one. Bandits and the Islanders scoreless. Bandits on the board with 4 shots to 3 for the Islanders. McSherry on the dot, Sperling in the slot. Comes to neutral ice as Kepler had to take it out. Sends it off the boards right in front of us. McSherry got in the way there but didn't get the puck. Olivia Rothstein sends it in. It goes through the wickets and goes down on Storminger. She misplayed it for a moment but had a lot of room, time, and space. The 2 most valuable things in all of hockey, and that allows her to make the recovery and cover it up. McSherry on the dot, Sperling in the slot. McCaffrey on the far side wing. Off the draw, Islanders win it, and they try to move it out. Sperling had gotten a piece, but didn't gain possession. Islanders come in 3-on-2 for a moment, but the Bandits interrupt that. Islanders change their defense pair, and McSherry just swats it out of the zone. Islanders pick it up at neutral ice, sent in by Hockman. Off the boards. And down low, they try to regain possession. They have it down low. The Islander jerseys, the scheme of the dark jerseys and the blue, even with the outline in orange, as that one comes on Keenan and she just knocks it away, even with the outline in orange and even being so close, it's so difficult to read the numbers. So we'll try to do our best. Wrist shot blocked away. McSherry fell down. She took the shot up high and then kind of genuflected forward. She goes to the bench and Claus jumps on and Claus gets it down the middle. She was 1-on-4 or 5. Comes to the near side wall. Rizzo and Bellin connect with each other. Bellin off that pass will get it down low, wide of Storminger, who steers it aside. Falling against the end boards is one of the Islanders. Bellin trying to dig it out of the corner on the near side. Redmond sends it right back down low, hoping Claus can get it from the opposite side. Islanders there. Claus gets a piece of it. Isles will try to break out. They're 3-on-2 for the moment. Redmond takes the player with the puck and just separates her from the puck, and she hits the boards awkwardly. Redmond didn't do anything unseemly. In fact, she was perfect on the angle. She got to the puck. She used her hip, and the Islanders player lost an edge and hit the boards hard. So applause from all around. Ava West was the one who hit the board. She was going to stay out there, but now she skates gingerly over toward the bench. Islanders now, because of the whistle blown on the offensive possession with their player injured, they lose the advantage of the face-off being in the offensive zone. Off the draw, it comes out to the Bandits after the Islanders had won it. They changed lines again. And it's Gabby Rothstein with McNulty and Camarada. Venuto chips it up the far side boards, gets it out. Islanders send it in offside, and we'll do it again. 11:04, period number 1, no score. 6-4 the shots in favor of the Bandits, according to the scoreboard. Music and time and score sheet. Cindy Sperling. Probably in control of the music, I'm guessing, and maybe the clock. And Kristen Camarada, I think, is running the score sheet. Islanders fans vociferously calling for interference. And as we talk about often, it is an exercise in futility to try to chart who's getting what breaks from the refs. Venuto was trying to get that through neutral ice, got it to about the red line. Diorio Reyes trying to pick that one up, but it gets sent out. Islanders making a change, nearly ran into their own players. They were changing cleanly, though. The player coming onto the ice was not attempting to get into the play before the player exiting the ice was giving herself up. That's the definition of a clean change when it's close. Chipped out. McCaffrey doesn't have the step. She's going to try to fight through it, and Hockman knocks it away. McCaffrey made that into a much closer play than it would have been. Hockman had the step and the angle. McCaffrey nearly bowled her away from it. As we get below 10 minutes left in period 1, Bandits in the dark pink with the gold helmets, Islanders with the black and white. Comes on gingerly at Keenan. Thought about playing it for a moment, but Harper covers it up with 9:46 left. McSherry off the draw. Sperling just jumps right into the lane and picks it up. Jessie Sperling will dump it to herself. Gets through one, trying to turn the corner down low. Sent it up the middle, was looking for a redirection, but it didn't connect. Gets through neutral ice, and they bring it in and dump it. Neve Briarden. I've been going with Nev, but I hear everybody saying Neve, so it's Neve. She scored in the last meeting between these two teams. Sperling ping-pongs it for McCaffrey. They'll break in 2-on-1. McCaffrey will take the shot. She kind of came into Sperling's lane there, even though Sperling was a stride or two behind. Rizzo's now jumped on, keeps it in, but didn't get it all the way down low. Tried to bunt that one down. And we'll look to make a rush here with Venuto. Venuto gets in, takes a shot. Storminger with the save, cleared away, gets to the point. Olivia Rothstein had it there, but the puck just hopped over her stick. Claus saw that one go under the stick. Islanders have it in their zone. Bellin nearly had it picked off. Rothstein was looking for somebody up the middle. Eventually it goes to Bellin. Rizzo picks it up, dumps it in, has 1-on-4 there. Will go after it herself. Islanders move it around toward the near side wall, send it up a little north of the breakout point, and Olivia Rothstein rebuffs it. Rizzo and Bellin in the same spot there, kind of negated each other's efforts. Islanders get it in the offensive zone. They'll bring it in, get all the way down low, redirection, and they score! Diorio Reyes set it up, and on the redirection down low, the Islanders take a 1-0 lead with 8:12 left in the first period. See who leads the celly. Jana Cedrone, whichever pronunciation you want to go with. A nifty play by the Islanders. Diorio Reyes got through some traffic on the left side. Got down low, sent it through the bottom of the crease, and on the opposite side, a perfect redirection. Got it behind Keenan. So the Bandits find themselves here trailing in the early going. And it's not a position with which they're unfamiliar. I mean, they've played so many games to this point this season that they've been in nearly every scenario as McNulty bounces one in. It took a bounce. Storminger turned it aside, but that is a dangerous kind of play. If that puck bounces in a funny way or not a true way, it could find its way in. Redmond at the point, actually Camarada got to it first. Izzy sends it down low, McNulty looking for it over there. Camarada let it go there, but it didn't get all the way to Redmond, and trying to get it through. There you get a good look at Schubert, was trying to get it through Redmond. It comes in just onside. Now Schubert will put Redmond under pressure, throws it over to Shoemaker Gromick. McNulty picked it up, pop up in the middle of the ice. It bounces down. Schubert will pick it up, and the lefty will gain the line of offense, but Gabby Rothstein picks it up. Islanders had a change behind the play, so they had plenty of defense back there. Gabby shovels it at the net. Storminger sears it aside. Camarada calls for the puck, but one of the Islanders knocked it away before it could get there cleanly. Tipped off the boards by Briarden. Kepler turns around, sends it back out, and it's played here in neutral ice. Smith will gain the line of offense and float down the left wing with it, but the Bandits corral her down there and pick it up. Kepler reverses it to the near side. It comes toward the point where a puck battle ensues. They keep it just almost in, but Maddie Smith sells out, trying to keep it in to the enjoyment of the Islander fans, the more vociferous so far of the crew on Super Bowl Sunday. Not little to cheer about for the Bandits. They just haven't dented the net yet. They've had a lot of good offensive possession, but so far the Islanders with the 1-0 lead and 6:20 remaining in the first period. McCaffrey gets that one in the left circle, keeps marching at the net, takes a shot. Storminger knocks it down and covers it up. Was looking for a rebound in front where McSherry was, but it never materialized. Bandits with 5 defense and 3 lines today. Off the draw, Olivia Rothstein had her slapper blocked, but it goes down to the left side for Sperling. McCaffrey is in front, waiting for something to materialize there. Now the Bandits overload the near side, and the Islanders just send it out the far side. Give them a little bit of an easy escape. McCaffrey really jumped over the boards there in an awkward way to keep that 5-on-5. A good play by Katie. Not anything that's going to ever be registered in a ledger anywhere. Loose in front. Sperling circling all the way down to pick it up. Hockman has it under some pressure. Sends it through traffic and into the mixer. It deflects wide. Sent up. Claw's got a piece of it, but it doesn't matter. It's going to be icing as it does not go on net. Bandits will not even complete the change of that line. Claus was the only one from that line to get out there, and they'll, with the defensive zone draw, have Gabby Rothstein with Izzy Camarada and Maeve McNulty up front. Off the draw, Islanders had it. McNulty steals it, 1-on-2, trying to get through neutral ice, loses it, regains it, gets it back. McNulty charges the net, sends it in front. Storminger was trying to corral it. She knocked one away, and her teammates swept it away from her. Into neutral ice and sent in. Losing a glove there was Briarden. Comes back to pick it up, and Camarada powers it out of the zone. Islanders have really picked it up here to start this game. McNulty picks one off. McNulty gets in. She shoots. Glove by Storminger, and she holds on. Camarada was coming down the middle. So there's always some debate on the player, what to do, the decision making in that situation. Do you shoot it thinking that the goalie is going to respect the player coming down the middle? And if so, do you shoot it high because she's going to protect the low side? If you shoot it low, you have a much better chance for a rebound. So you probably have a better chance to score by shooting it high. You have less of a chance to score by shooting it low, but a greater chance to have the goalie yield a rebound to the player coming down the middle. And all of that has to happen as Camarada fires a shot over the net. All of that has to happen in the instant of a thought, or not even. So it's mostly a reaction. Bandits trying to change here. They've come out A little slow. Camarada got tied up by Greco, who was standing there and had a way for Treco, rather. No interference there. She was just in Camarada's way, and Camarada moved her out of the way. Comes to the point, Redmond couldn't keep it in. Bandits will send it in way offside as Camarada was dumped in the offensive zone. They'll face it off, it looks like, at the center line. Bandits trail it 1-0, but they have a 14-6 edge in shots. Puck loose off the draw, comes in. McCaffrey had it in the skates and sends it in with 3:40 left in the first period. Centering feed, comes to Sperling, shot, and a big save by Storminger. She came out to cut down the angle, and Jesse was looking to send it high. Storminger came out, cut the angle off, and knocked that shot down by Sperling. Sperling looking. Now McSherry sends it to the point. It goes to Shoemaker Gromick now for McCaffrey on the far side wing. McCaffrey goes down low. McSherry looks to move into open ice, sends a shot. It gets saved by Storminger with the blocker, and the Islanders pick it up behind the end line. The Bandits have 16 shots on goal, but they haven't scored yet. They haven't had the greatest of quality, as sometimes we're used to seeing, but they're trying to do it on quantity as Kepler has it down low. Somebody was dumped in front. Sperling was just upended. Kepler gets through, takes a shot right into the Islanders logo of Storminger, who yields no rebound. So the shot's now 17-6 for the Bandits, but they trail 1-0. Off the draw, Islanders win it. They send it up toward the point. Shoemaker Gromick stepped in to keep it in. Picked off on the far side wing and regained. McNulty versus Treco over there. An Islander comes in to try to steal it away, and Patlin moves it along the end wall behind her own net. Bandits try to pick it up, and a lot of traffic. Camarada's one looking to get a stick on it there, and Gabby Rothstein as well. It comes over toward the far side. Shoemaker Gromick pinches again, gets it the bottom of the stick on it, and causes a scramble. Camarada hoping that puck's going to squirt out her way. It goes to Patlin, but she can't get it out. Now loose down low, picked up, reversed by Smith. She'll come toward the near side and send it hard off the boards. This is going to be an icing. Even though it went right over Kepler's stick, Morgan really didn't have, sure, if she was a Tony Gwynn level bat handler, she might have been able to knock that one down, but .156 left, period number one. Bandits trail it 1-0 against the Islanders. 17-6 on the shots. McSherry on the dot. McCaffrey in the slot. Sperling, who took it from the far wing. Shot blocked, and it trickles over the crossbar. Islanders are going to try to pick this up, get it out in the breakout spot. McSherry interrupted it, but can't keep it in for long enough. Bandits clear the zone. Olivia Rothstein sent it in, but off of the referee. Under 100 seconds left in period one. Bandits find themselves trailing here after such an impressive weekend last week. They're in with all they could handle against the Islanders. Backhand shot goes through, kicked away with the left pad by Keenan. McSherry gets it in and dumps it to herself. Had Sperling with her, but it was 2-on-3. Sperling's going to tee it up from no angle. It comes out to Venuto, looking to get it through traffic, and the whistle blows. What is the call? Refs with a call when Venuto touched it. Didn't look like it was anything there, but I guess they called a roughing on McSherry. So with 1:08 left in period one, the first power play of the game goes to the Islanders. Mia McSherry called for roughing. I can't say I saw it, but it's also in the part of the ice that neither of us can see. You watching and me standing here with the camera because of the reflection on the near side. We perch here at neutral ice because of the seamless glass, and this is pretty much the best picture we can give you without the interruption of a netting if we went a little bit higher. So that's why we choose down low here at rink 2 at the Ice Vault. Under a minute now, Islanders on the power play. Keenan has 2 saves so far on the disadvantage for the Bandits. Islanders trying to set it up, but they're clogging the middle. Now they spread it out and go to the point, get it down into the right circle as they play catch. Shot didn't get through traffic. Camerata picked it off, and she's just going to ice it unless this somehow banks and goes on net. And with 35.6 seconds left in the period, the Bandits will have a defensive zone draw, but a chance to regroup. Change if they like, they elect to not. Gabby Rothstein up front with Izzy Camerata, Fernanda Venuto, and Olivia Rothstein, a pair of southpaws on defense here for the penalty kill. We'll just talk about the time in the period, since the next period will start with the Bandits shorthanded. That one comes all the way down, but it goes on goal. That is a shot on goal, and the Bandits will take it. 20 seconds. Diorio Reyes gets that one knocked away by Venuto, but regains it below the end line. She set up the first and only goal of the game so far. Sends it to the point with 10 seconds. Islanders play catch between the points and still do that, and they're just wasting time. The Bandits will take it. Gabby Rothstein blocks the shot. It's sent down. The time will expire, and the puck was not going on net. So the Bandits, when they commence period number 2, will have 52 seconds to kill off, as Mia McSherry will be in the box for a roughing call. Gets a little respite from the penalty box for the moment, which is being run by Jen Kepler today. Handling the door over there. Give us a little point. There's Cindy Sperling doing the dance. We could zoom in, I suppose, if we want, but that now proof that Cindy, DJ Cindy on the Wheels of Steel, is handling the audio today, which I'm desperately trying to talk over so I don't get a YouTube violation for somebody else's music. And when the play-by-play guy already talks enough and he's looking for a break between periods, he doesn't really get it so much when the music's on like that. At least it's not blaring. The buzzer sounds. The teams will switch sides to commence period number 2, with the Islanders holding a 1-0 lead and a 19-9 deficit in shots, as the Bandits have been prolific in the shots department, even if the quality of them has not been of their usual caliber. And the one goal by Gianna Cedrone, or Cedrone. I mean, if her name is Gianna, we got to go with the Italian pronunciation of Cedrone, I think. With the goal on a nice, neat tic-tac-toe pass from Anna Diorio Reyes. Harper Keenan now guards the cage to your YouTube right. And Jillian Storminger switches sides and heads over to protect the net to your YouTube left. Katie McCaffrey and Maeve McNulty up front to start it off on the penalty kill. Kira Redmond lines up at left wing, but she's a defenseman, and Logan Shoemaker-Gromick the other defenseman, as the Bandits try to kill off the last 50 now seconds of a shorthanded situation. McCaffrey gets it in and dumps it. Will try to pursue herself. Hockman gets there first, reverses it, and McNulty comes into attack, comes up the middle a little too far. Redmond gains the line of center, chips it off the boards for McCaffrey. McCaffrey sends it behind the net. It hit the outside piping that is along the ice. Even if you, I don't know if the audio is that good that you would have heard the sound of puck against metal. That usually makes me scream out post, but that wasn't the traditional hitting the post. Makes the same sound though sometimes. Bandits doing a good job here on the kill. 10 seconds left to extinguish, and then McSherry will either come back and join the play, which I think she will, or we'll head to the bench. The door was open. McSherry jumps right out to join the play, as her line mates did start the period on the kill. Redmond picks it up, but loses it to Briarden. Whistle blows. I think they called too many on the Islanders here. 2, 4, and 6. And boy, they're all there. There's no hiding that. They were in the play. So they had the power play, 5-on-4. Now they were getting away with the 6-on-5 without me noticing it, but the goalie was still in, so you can't do that. The bench minor will go against the Islanders, and the Bandits will have their first power play of the game. The person going into the box is Sammy Patlin. She's not per se the guilty party. That is a team penalty. So the Bandits will set up in the offensive zone. Gabby Rothstein on the dot, Venuto in the slot. Camerata on the far wing. Sperling sets up between the points and Shoemaker Gromick on the right point. Shoemaker Gromick over to Sperling. Sends it down for Camerata. Camerata shovels it for Gabby Rothstein, chipped forward, and Storminger makes the save. I'm not sure it was going on net, but she threw up the glove to catch it regardless. So a good initial 9 seconds of the power play so far for the Bandits. And off the draw, the Islanders win it, send it around. They'll watch Sperling come all the way down to get it from the point. Referee now kind of in our way a little bit. We'll hope that he continues his motion, and he does. Thank you. Bandits trying to establish position. Now Shoemaker Gromick at the left point. Sends it for Venuto on the outside. Back to Shoemaker Gromick looking for a shooting lane. Walks the line. Sends it down low into the mixer. Storminger saw it, gloved it, and held it. Whistle stops play. 15-14 left period 2. Bandits trail 1-0 to the Islanders, who are shorthanded for another minute 21 if they have their druthers. And the Bandits would like to extinguish the power play by scoring as soon as they can. Off the draw, Rothstein goes to the point. Sperling fired it. Had a lane there, but it goes wide. Shoemaker Gromick between the points, got away with one there. Boy, the Islanders could have had a breakaway. Briarden was just looking to move. Sperling shot, redirected in front. Backhander never got there. Crowd maybe saw it better than I did. I didn't think the puck got all the way there, and there's going to be a penalty on the Bandits that will negate the final 55 seconds of the power play, and they'll play it 4-on-4. Camerata goes off for the slash. I think they'll take this puck and face it off in the Bandits defensive zone. 4-on-4 for 1:05, and then an Islander power play for 55 seconds. So on the 4-on-4, goals can happen, and that wouldn't exit anyone from the penalty box. Bandits will start it defensively with McSherry and McCaffrey up front, Kepler and Olivia Rothstein on the back line. Olivia Rothstein now for McCaffrey, looking to pass it, kind of telegraphed it there, and the Islanders just took away the lane, and then McCaffrey kind of sent it to the middle. Katie recovers now, and will bring it in 2-on-3. Dumps it toward the far side, but it sits down for McSherry. Hockman just got enough of a piece of the stick there to prevent the possession. It's chipped off the boards. Peck sends it back toward the middle. Islanders are going to break out. About even numbers. Shot goes wide, but steered anyway toward the corner further by Keenan. Chidrone was the one who sent that in, and she's got the goal. Bandits will fire it far through across the ice, and it does get out of the zone. But the Islanders, plenty of time to pick it up, and now the Islanders have a power play for about a minute. Bandits on the defensive end. They've come out here with not quite the same energy that they had in finishing off their games at the NGHL championships last weekend when they were playing Tier 1 teams. Here they're back to their Tier 2, and a couple of the regulars short, so they just haven't quite come out with the same energy as they had. They're getting the shots. It's 22-10 in favor of the Bandits, as they now have 36 seconds to kill off. The Islanders with their second power play of the game. The first power play went for naught, but they did score at even strength to make it 1-0. A score that still stands with 13:23 left in the second period. Gabby Rothstein trying to neutralize the draw there, and did it long enough for Venuto to get into the mix. Chipped forward by McNulty, but into one of the Islanders' skates. Gabby Rothstein tried to get it out. Venuto is going to fire it down. It's not going to be on net, and it's going to be an icing. Bandits will just regroup back in their own zone with a face-off. 19 seconds left to kill off. They trail it 1-0. Rothstein wins it to the corner. Venuto wraps it around. It comes to the point where it's kept in. Islanders will now battle for it down low. Redmond uses the hip to shield the puck away. Has the puck in the skates there. Camarada waits to come out of the box. Now she exits if the Bandits can see her. They could try the home run pass, but Fiorio Reyes, or rather Smith, stayed all the way back as her goaltender was tapping out the cadence of the final moments of the power play, and the Islanders ice it. So the Bandits have killed it off, but they still trail 1-0. 22-10 their edge in the shots. Gabby Rothstein on the dot. Izzy Camarada will switch with Maeve McNulty, who's in the slot. Islanders win the draw and will move it out. Fiorio Reyes sends it down below the end line, off the end boards. Negotiates her way into possession for a moment. Briarden's there, but McNulty gets a piece. It goes toward the point and redirected in front. Keenan ping-ponged it from the left pad, and it goes in! Keenan was prone. It got redirected. It was going in. She got the left pad on it, and it ricocheted back around to the other side. And the Bandits were caught down low, and the Islanders put it in to make it 2-0 with 12:15 remaining in period 2. Neve Briarden will get that one. Rizzo now out with Bellin and Claus up front. Kepler and Shoemaker-Gromick on D. Haven't seen that crew much so far between the penalties and some real short shifts, as the Bandits have 3 lines and they're playing mostly 2. Bellin with it, gets it down low. Claus coming out the other side. Rizzo stays high. Bellin comes in front if Claus can find it. Claus to the near side wall. Rizzo over there tied up. Gets it for a moment. 2 Islanders there. Shoemaker-Gromick comes back to safety, and Bellin was also there. Peck got a piece. Bandits send it in, and it goes wide. Rizzo, whoa, she almost won that battle there. She was a couple of feet short. Shoemaker-Gromick chips it forward. Bandits trying to gain some more offensive possession here. So far on this shift, they've had it. Kepler was looking to get Rizzo through the D, but got it knocked down. Islanders under pressure from Claus. Rizzo nearly picked it off, but Bellin did pick it off, and the Bandits were just a step offside there. The delayed icing would have come in handy there, but haven't played it at this level now for a few years. They redid the rules, so no more delayed icing, no tag-up icing. Bandits are offside if the puck goes into the zone, unless an Islander brings it in there. McSherry now with Sperling and McCaffrey. Chipped off the boards. Venuto back at safety, picks it up. Fernando looking for somebody in the middle. Islanders took away the passing lanes. Nice, accurate pass by Venuto. Gets Sperling in. Lost it in the skates. And the Islanders are just playing great defense here. They're just outplaying the Bandits right now, even though the shots are 22-12 in favor of the Bandits. The Bandits they're getting the shots, they're just not getting the quality of the shots, and they're doing a lot of that. Icing again. And you don't hear it too much in hockey, but sometimes you hear it a lot in football, where sometimes a punter or the special teams can be the difference in a game. You pin the other team back. That's how the Giants beat the great Patriot teams in the Super Bowl. They just kept pinning them back and pinning them back, and you make them keep going the length of the field. And even a great offensive team, if they have to keep going the length every single time, it can blunt the offense a little bit, and that's what the Islanders are doing to the Bandits here, or the Bandits are doing it to themselves. Shot through traffic, redirected, and it goes wide. Keenan did have an eye on it and was in the right spot, even if that redirection had been on net. Now they're down low. Islanders blitzing in front. Somebody got a piece. Keenan got the top of the right pad on it to steer it wide. McSherry breaks in with McCaffrey. McCaffrey going right down the middle, hoping for the pass to come through, but she's marked. Pass does come through. Bandit got tackled into the net right there. No interference called on the Islanders. She just drilled McCaffrey right into her own player. Shot, and Keenan makes the save with the stick from close range on the 2-on-1. That's like the 2-on-1 that we talked about before. And this time the shot nearly found its way in, and it went up high, but Keenan made the save. Islanders dump it in off a good change. Keenan's going to see that one trickle in front and cover it. Bandits trail 2-0, 9:22 left in the second period. They have a 22-13 edge in shots, but they haven't solved Jillian Storminger just yet. On Super Bowl Sunday, we'll have to see if the Bandits can do what the Chiefs did to the 49ers in the Super Bowl 4 years ago. They spotted them a lead and they came on late and stole it. Shoemaker Gromick in her own end will come right at you. Gets bumped into the boards there, and another bump right there, and let's see if they call the roughing, and they do. So Briarden is going to go off. They could have called it two ways, right in front of you right here, or off the play. So Neve Briarden has goal number 2, and she gets whistled for the roughing. The Islanders faithful don't like it, but that's pretty even for what McSherry was alleged to have done before. Would I have called it if I was out there myself as a ref? Doesn't matter, because I'm not a ref, and I'm on this side of the glass. 8:55 left, period number 2. Bandits trail 1-0, but they have a power play, their second of the game. Their first was truncated, so they only had about 1:05 of the first power play before they negated it with a penalty. Shoemaker Gromick and Gabby Rothstein exchange passes. Now over to Sperling. Sperling all the way over to the far side for Venuto, who shot, gave a nice juicy rebound in front. Sperling picked it off, can't get through traffic, but Gabby Rothstein gets a shot. Storminger saved it, she didn't know where it was. It bounced into the slot.
Nice play, Ava. Break safe, chill.
Comes to neutralize. Shoemaker Gromick back into her own end. Fought off 2 Islanders. Bandits have a chance here to break in a little bit behind the D and get set up. They have a little bit of a sloppy change there. Rizzo jumps on for a power play shift. She'll move toward the front of the net, and Storminger covers that one up before it could get through. 1:02 left in the power play. Bandits trailing 2-0, 7:56 remaining in period number 2. 24-13 the shots for the Bandits. We keep reiterating that until the quality improves. The Bandits are going to have a difficult time solving Storminger. McSherry on the dot, Rizzo in the slot. Kepler lines up on the far side wall. McCaffrey on the right point, McNulty between the points. Off the draw, goes to McCaffrey, over to McNulty, looking to tee it up. Waits, gets it, and fires it down low. Rizzo's going to get over to retrieve it. Fires it for leaves it for McCaffrey, I should say. McCaffrey will bring it in. Draws the D and then sends it down low. McSherry now for McNulty. McNulty over to McCaffrey. McCaffrey couldn't get it through traffic, knocked away. Rizzo comes out to the point. Rizzo just picks it right up as McCaffrey followed her check. Rizzo sent it through the middle. Fans want interference, but it goes both ways. Shot gets almost through. Kepler was trying to shovel it in from the front. McNulty has a lane, walks it to the middle, takes a shot. It's blocked right there. McCaffrey keeps it in just barely. Did she get it low enough? Bandits trying to cover. It's going to get sent down for an icing with 6 or 5 seconds left in the power play. So a good setup by the Bandits here on this power play. They got a few pucks down low. We'll see if Kepler maybe could be the one to shovel one in from close range. She had some good looks over there. Usually a defenseman, but sometimes in this power play alignment. And now they will actually, the Bandits are the home team here, so they have the late change. And they will just put a regular line out here for the final 5 seconds. Boy, these Islanders fans really are vociferous. Hey. Centered in the middle, McSherry handcuffed, backhand in front, and it's kicked away by Storminger. The Isles kill it off, but just barely. In fact, if it had gone in, I think it would have been at the expiration of the power play. McSherry trying to get it through traffic. Oh, she had Rothstein there. Olivia would have just walked right in. Icing on that one as the Islanders smack it out of trouble. 6:34 left, period number 2. Islanders kill off a big power play there by the Bandits. They have a 2-0 lead. Chidrone and Brierton. Bandits will start it out. Gabby Rothstein on the dot. Maeve McNulty in the slot. Izzy Camarada on the far boards. Kira Redmond at the right point. Olivia Rothstein between the points. Isles, maybe because of the late change, had to exchange their face-off taker, but they won it anyway. Comes out of the zone through a lot of traffic. Dioria Reyes is going to pick this one up and send it in cross ice. Gets down low to the far side. Briarden fought off there by Redmond. Bandits try to get it out one step at a time. They have a breakaway potential here. Gabby Rothstein had McNulty, but she's going to take it herself. Gets all the way in, shot, and a save by Storminger. She could have sent McNulty in. She ended up getting in herself anyway. It could have been a 1-on-0, a 2-on-0, or any combination thereof. Storminger stands tall, centered toward the middle. Can't get it through. McNulty has it down low. That was the Bandits' best opportunity so far for sure. And Storminger stands up to it. Islanders deflect it enough to keep it from being an icing. Briarden chases it down. Olivia Rothstein loses an edge. Briarden picks it up, has somebody storming right down the middle and just missed on Vigiano, who was right there ready to smack that one home. Bandits recover in their own end. McSherry picks it up, getting through neutral ice, has McNulty, who goes to the bench, and McSherry jumps off. McCaffrey comes on. Sperling comes on. Centering feed doesn't get through. McSherry tries to pick it up. And she get it to the middle, centering in front, McCaffrey. It goes all the way back to the point. Kepler deftly keeps it in. Sperling tries to knock it down with 5 minutes left in the second period. Bandits trailing 2-0. Can they find the back of the net? They've been pushing. Kepler tries to get it to McSherry. Didn't have enough on a shot to redirect and recovers in neutral ice to thwart the Islanders' rush and turn it into a dump-in instead. Shoemaker Gromick at the breakout point. Islanders are just standing there waiting for it. And eventually they get it out. Sperling chipped it off the boards on the far side, but she had McCaffrey coming down the middle. It's just one of those days where they're not seeing the open player, or if they are, it's a moment too late. Rizzo now jumps on Bellin and Claus. Claus was pointing to the other side there for a way to move the puck. As Shoemaker Gromick retreats all the way down behind her end line, gets through one, tries to move it forward for Rizzo. Rizzo's going to pick it up, but she's 1-on-3. Can't get it out of the snow in front of her own bench right there. Was trying to dump it in. The snow pile in front of the Bandits bench has an Islander jersey on. Rizzo will pick it up again, playing in front of her grandmother, which is a very rare time for that occasion. The first time in many years, with Nona Mella in the stands, actually behind the glass there and the snack bar on the far side right above the Islander bench. We'll see if she's got a little special treat in store for her Nona today. Islanders move it through neutral ice and get it into the offensive zone. Schubert trying to dip through, but sends it to the middle. Keenan let it go all the way through. Comes down low. Rizzo picked off the centering attempt for a moment. Schubert gets it toward the middle, but Claus had somebody marked over there. Bellin tried to get a piece, couldn't quite do it. It comes in front. Kepler blocked the shot. Bandits forwards are kind of bunched up in the same spot there, and now Kepler would get it out, and it will be an icing. Bandits will change at the whistle with 2:48 left in the period. They trail 2-0, although they have a 30-13 edge in shots on goal. They will attack from their own end with Gabby Rothstein, Izzy Camarada, and Maeve McNulty up front. Olivia Rothstein and Fernanda Venuto on D. Venuto and Camarada discussing their pre-face-off plan. And Camarada jumps into the gap to move that one forward. Camarada and McNulty trying to get in. Camarada gets into the slot, bumped off, 3 Islanders there. I think she was trying to get it to McNulty on the other side. Upended from behind. That's an easy call right there. They're not even trying to hide that one with the trip. And the ref's job can get a little bit easier, despite what the Islander parents think. That one is as clear as the day is long. And Jana Chidrone goes off for the trip of Gabby Rothstein, and the Bandits will attack on the power play with 2:31 left in period number 2. And the Islanders trailing winning 2-0 here on Super Bowl Sunday, to the dismay of the Bandits. Off the draw, Bandits, nice play by Venuto. Camarada gets in and fires it wide. Fans don't like it. Venuto just shoved her right down. Perfectly legal play. Puck is right there. In front, it's loose, and Storminger covers it up. And the fans really don't like that call, or non-call, but that's just a straight-up legal play. Nothing wrong with that. Puck's there, players on the puck, you're allowed to push. You can't cross-check, but you're allowed to push. After some of the witty comments, there are some laughs. I have to say there's been a couple of good one-liners from the Islander crew over there. Rothstein comes out in front, takes a shot, Storminger grabs it and covers it. If they're shooting it right on Storminger, she's going to get it. They're going to have to move those pucks around and get deflections at the doorsteps, I think. Or redirections or something like that. 1:24 left in the power play, 1:55 in the second period. Bandits trailing 2-0, and they need a goal like they need air and water and food and shelter. 2-on-1 shorthanded for the Islanders. Briarden fanned on it. Shoemaker-Gromick picks it up. Briarden was looking for the shot there, and Shoemaker-Gromick just took it right off of her. She fanned on it. Bandits attack now with Shoemaker-Gromick 3-on-2. Hits the brakes, and everybody else gets into the zone. Sperling has Camarada as a screen, sent it over the net. Venuto picks it up. Rizzo jumps on for Gabby Rothstein. Sperling has it at the point. Rizzo on the back door, looking for that one to come through the other side, but it hits off the far side of the net. Venuto now down low with it, looking for somebody in the middle. Lost it there in the snow, trying to get it back. Camarada comes in to help out. Venuto sends it to the point for McCaffrey. She tries to send it down low, trying to recover it. Knocks it down. That would have been a breakaway for Diorio Reyes. McCaffrey saved it, sent back in offside, but the Bandits don't care. Diorio Reyes would have been alone in the picture. She would have been 2 zones in before anybody else had recovered. 1:02 in the period. Bandits trail 2-0. 31 seconds in the power play. McSherry up front with Kepler on the right wing and Rizzo on the left. McNulty off the draw over to McCaffrey, who gains the offensive zone line. Kepler and McCaffrey play a little, I'll leave it for you, you send it in. Islanders send it down. McNulty's going to give chase. This is a live puck. It's perfectly sent down. Peck gives chase on the forecheck. Sent up the middle and stepping right into it there. McSherry had to almost lose an edge just to recover it. Rizzo right there as the penalty ends moved it over to McSherry. McSherry will try to send it up the middle, a little too strong. Rizzo trying to get around the D, gets around a couple, picks it off, has McNulty down the middle, gets through, sends it in. Oh, it just wouldn't sit down for McNulty. And Rizzo nearly set one up out of pixie dust right there. It just went about a 6-inch span wide of McNulty's stick. Gabby Rothstein jumps out. Camarada jumps on. The Bandits, the crowd is trying to say that too many men. The Bandits only had 4 players out there when Camarada jumped on, and the period ends with the Islanders holding a 2-0 lead. And you could see by the video, if you want to hit the back button, that the Bandits only had 3 players on the ice when Camarada was jumping on there. 34-13 the shots in favor of the Bandits after 2, but they haven't solved Jillian Storminger yet. Had a few power play chances, and that last one was the best so far. Gabby Rothstein earlier in the period had a breakaway that Storminger stopped, and right there in the final seconds with about 15 seconds left, Rizzo got through a few on the D, got a shot off. The rebound was in front. McNulty was there and just needed that puck about 6 inches more toward her stick, and Maeve would have tapped it in. We got an interesting thing going on here, and wow, that's teamwork. Kenny Sperling, Nancy McCaffrey managed to get the water bottle into Katie, so 54 will work on her hydration a little bit more effectively. She puts that onto the bench and comes back on for the commencement of period 3. Jillian Storminger has seen 34. She stopped 34. She will guard the net to your YouTube right. Harper Keenan, 11 out of 13, protects the cage to your YouTube left, and we're underway in the final period. A 2-0 lead for the Islanders. Can the Bandits solve the deficit? McCaffrey, McSherry, and Sperling up front. Gets down low. Storminger comes out, dives forward with the dexterity of a lizard to cover that one up. Upends her own player right there. Everybody seems to be okay. And the Bandits have an offensive zone draw. 14 seconds into the third period. McSherry on the dot, Sperling in the slot, McCaffrey on the far side wing. Off the draw, it comes down low. McSherry recovered her own, didn't win the face-off, but just ran right to the puck, or skated right to the puck, unmarked. Comes to the Bandits' defensive zone, and Kira Redmond chips it off the boards. McSherry used the body, didn't go for the possession, played the man, not the puck, and that eventually leads to the Bandits' dump-in. McSherry's in front, waiting for that. Sperling tried to get it to her, but it was picked off on the way. Islanders will try to break it out. Gigroni there sends it, rather, that was West, sent it right off the boards in front of us. Bandits play with it now behind their own net. Olivia Rothstein fumbled it, but recovered it. Fumbling, of course, a good word to use on Super Bowl Sunday. It helps if the other team is doing it. If you're the Bandits, you don't want your team fumbling it, but sometimes you fumble and recover your own, and it works out great. Isles break in, 2-on-1 behind the D, get it down low. McNulty, I think, prevented the goal on the back door. It was a good pass that got through, and I think Maeve got the stick on it to knock away a scoring chance. Straight go to the far side wall. Briarden sent it into the Bandit bench. And both teams, the Islanders at one point had just 6 skaters right into the play. There have been some plays where the puck has found the area of either bench, and both teams, to their credit, have changed pretty cleanly, giving themselves up as they're getting to the bench, and the oncoming player waiting long enough to avoid the penalty. Camarada steals it away from Smith, but can't find it, and Smith is able to recover. McNulty pokes it away. Camarada tries to head down there for it, shakes off a couple of defenders, gets a little help from McNulty, but couldn't get it centered. Islanders kind of sending it into the wrong way. Schubert is going to get a little help from her friends there, but Camarada keeps it in. Hard off the boards on the near side for Gabby Rothstein, but a little too far of an angle. Shoemaker Gromick gets a piece there, and she's going off for the trip as the Bandits touch up. And the Islanders will have another power play with 14:47 left in period number 3. Shoemaker Gromick off for the Trip and an offensive zone draw for the Islanders.
Let's go, Islanders!
So the peanut gallery has been vociferous today, but it's been a pretty solid game for the referees. They've been able to call the obvious ones there, and Shoemaker Gromick that wasn't an intentional trip. She's trying to play the puck. Puck wasn't there. Still doesn't give you, on accident or on purpose, you can't take out the skates of a player with your stick, and that's exactly what happened. If you're making contact with the puck and the player's skates get involved, that's a different story, but the puck wasn't there, so another easy call, and that's just hockey stuff that's happening. Venuto will skate it out. And 2-on-2, chips it at the net. Storminger will stick it aside, but Venuto's going to recover it. McSherry's down the middle. McCaffrey at the point on the right side will send it right back down low. McCaffrey at forward on the penalty kill along with McSherry. Venuto on defense along with Olivia Rothstein. So far, the Bandits have had the better possession on the Islander power play, but Diorio Reyes will gain the offensive zone for New York. Olivia Rothstein will pick it up below the end line, skate it through traffic, still with it. She's got a little room there, sent it through the wickets of McCaffrey. It's going to go off the boards, and they wave it off as Hockman just gave up on it, and I think that's why the referee decided to wave off the icing there. She took a different angle that was not at the puck, and the referee does have the right to see if the player is not pursuing a puck that might be close to being an icing, to wave it off. I think that's why the referee did that one there. 30 seconds left in the power play. Bandits they were trying to take an icing, but that puck hit somebody, and it is going to fall short. So they couldn't have done that one better. Gabby Rothstein, oh boy, she just got enough of the hip involved there. Enough of the hip involved with the puck there, but that was definitely on the line for Gabby Rothstein. Here comes Camarada, still shorthanded, but only for 5 seconds. This is going to kill it off. And behind the play, Shoemaker Gromick exits the box, jumps to the bench, and McNulty jumps on. McNulty coming down the middle offside.
Thank you. Good call.
McNulty just a blink too late on that one, but had to wait until Shoemaker Gromick got to the bench. 2-0 Islanders, 12:40 left in the third. Bandits have 34 shots, but they haven't solved Jillian Storminger yet. If at all. If they can't solve her at all, they're going to walk out of here with what they would, for short term, a disappointing loss after their performances against the Islanders this season, where they lost the first one on September day, where the lineup was very depleted, but certainly enough depth here today to formulate a little bit better fate. Camarada picks it up, has Gabby Rothstein up the middle. They'll attack 2-on-2. Camarada brings it in, now has McNulty trailing, just gets the pocket picked right away. They're getting the shots, but the shots are too far away in most cases. They've had two good enough scoring chances so far where you could say that Storminger's been the difference. Olivia Rothstein had it, lost it. See, there's a play where the Islander player was poking at the puck, got a piece of it, and when the stick went into Rothstein's skates, Rothstein went down, but not a trip on that one because she had a piece of the puck. Bandits attack with Rizzo, Bellin, and for the moment, McNulty. As maybe Maves at the end of a shift. Comes down below the end line there. Olivia Rothstein, reversed now for Rizzo. Rizzo reverses it back the other way. And the Islanders pick it up. Comes to the top of the circle. Rizzo got a piece. McNulty is that over there, still out there, trying to battle along the boards. Now 11 minutes left. Time ticking down. Still not an issue until we get below about the 5-minute mark. Rizzo kicked it forward, goes wide now of Keenan, comes to the near side wall. Hockman stumped in. Rizzo banked it off the boards, didn't quite get enough to get it out. Knocked that one down, trying to get away. Gets it out of the zone and peels away for the change. Bellin stays out. McNulty and Rizzo jump off. Claus and McSherry jump on. Shoemaker Gromick now with 10:26 remaining. The Bandits, now it's a Super Bowl Sunday. There's a football coach by the name of Bill Parcells, whose rule of thumb in a game like this was get the 0 off the board. You can't worry about 2, you got to worry about 1. Here's Annalise Kloss, breaking down the left side, dumps it in. Bellin peels off for a change, and gingerly might have gotten shaken up there a little bit. Sperling is the one who jumped on. Sperling gets down the middle, tries to get around the defenseman. Backhander, storming her save, and she covers. So we have talked about that one time and again. The importance of the change for the Bandits, especially when it comes to Sperling. Jessie just has an incredible knack for coming off the bench right into a play and either creating a scoring chance and or converting it. McCaffrey on the far side wall gets tied up, took a cross check there, a stick high, bouncing puck trickles in front. Storminger saw it and made the safe play there. Kind of like a catcher blocking a 55-foot curveball. Not a 1-knee catcher, a 2-knee catcher doing it. That's just one person's editorial of 1-knee catching in baseball. An awful epidemic that hopefully we are rid of soon. Bandits attacking here. They gotta get Storminger moving in the nets. It comes to the point. Shoemaker Gromick got a piece of it. Venuto comes back, swipes it away, comes in offside. McCaffrey couldn't get there. Venuto spins around, and Fernando will have a little fine in the Kangaroo Court there, full of snow, and headed back to the bench area. 9:15 remaining, period number 3. Bandits trailing 2-0 to the Islanders. Chidrone and Briarden for the Islanders. Storminger with the 35 save clean sheet at the moment. Camarada would like to change that. Here comes Izzy marching down the right wing, but marked by 2 Islanders. Eventually gets it down low, centers it in front, but onto the backhand of Gabby Rothstein. Lets it go to the point for Olivia Rothstein, who sends it down low for Camarada. Camarada looking in the middle, takes a shot, fired it wide. That one she had some room there, and she had a screen. Camarada gets all the way out into neutral ice to back check, but West picks it up, shoots and scores! Ava West goes far down with 8:41 remaining in the 3rd period, and the Bandits now trail at 3-0. West got through traffic. Bandits are going to change up the goalie, although I don't know, Keenan really didn't have much of a chance on that one. West just came in and made a lethal shot from close range as she took apart the Bandits' defense. 35-15, the shots in favor of the Bandits, but 3-0 in favor of the Islanders. Let's see if the Bandits have an avalanche in them at some point, but they only have 8:30 left. It's kind of a wait and see here until they can get that first one. And now with the 3-goal gap, we start to talk about time, as Lexi Riley is the one who's replaced Harper Keenan here. McNulty going to try to get behind the D. Will get behind, gets hooked right there. There's going to be a penalty, and they can call the hook or the interference. Either one, take your pick. McNulty was off to the races, and they're going to call the hold, of course. So Emelina Lacase is going to be the 11, I believe, to go to the box. And when the Islanders look at the film, they will not admonish their player for that penalty because she prevented a breakaway. This way, they'll force the Bandits. Here's a shot that Sperling gets from the left point, and the blocker of Storminger sends to the corner. Camarada will sends it over for Shoemaker Gromick, back to Camarada, so to get her edge there. Now sends it to the far side for Venuto. Venuto walks the line and will try to attack it 1-on-3, looking for open space now in order to set up. Plays it to herself, now to the point. Shoemaker Gromick's got a hustle there and keeps it in at the point. Shoemaker Gromick over to Sperling right along the line. Cross ice pass. Venuto shoots and just misses the net. They're getting those shots, they're getting the chances, but when they've gotten them, they're just misfiring. Shoemaker Gromick gets that one taken away. Diorio Reyes is off to the races. Diorio Reyes gets behind the D, takes a shot, saved by Riley. Backhand on the rebound, and she saves that one. Mark that one down, 7:10 remaining. Riley stops Diorio Reyes on the shorthanded breakaway. West, who has the third goal, gets it taken away from Rizzo. Venuto steps in. Venuto curls, looking for Rizzo. Just put it right into the skates. Rizzo couldn't get it. Hockman picks it up. Near side wall, Sperling one-timer. Kicked away by Storminger. Rizzo trying to chase it down. McCaffrey will pick it up at the point. McCaffrey will send it for Venuto into the skates. Fernanda doesn't know where it is. Picked up by the Islanders. Chipped up the middle into the hands of West. Camarada bumps her off over there, and they're going to call that one. Call it pass interference. Camarada was there, the puck was there, probably just got too much of a bump in there on the more prone player, and I think they just called it a roughing. So for the second time, the Bandits have had a power play truncated, and with 6:33 left remaining in the game, that's not what they're looking for. 27 seconds of 4-on-4 play, and then a minute 33 of power play time for the Islanders, who have a 3-0 lead despite their 36-16 deficit in shots. McCaffrey gets it over to McSherry. McSherry has a little room over there, gets down low, shoots, hit the post, rebound loose, and it's covered by Storminger before it could get to the front. Bandits have run into a hot goalie. That now in their top 3 of chances in the game. 8 seconds of 4-on-4. So the Bandits with the offensive zone draw here, if they can draw within 3-1, would then have 93 seconds of power play time to kill. Off the draw, Olivia Rothstein gets it toward the front. It was redirected by McSherry, but she kind of, the redirection served to be more of a knockdown of a shot. Islanders pick it up. Briarden gets it to the middle, and now it's a power play for the team in black. Sent up the middle. McCaffrey chips it off the boards to herself. 1-on-2, trying to get it at the net. Sends it at the net, and it's kicked away by Storminger. Sent down. Let's see if there's no icing there. Went under Rothstein's stick. Islander fans liking that, but it kind of worked well for the Bandits there, as Olivia Rothstein was able to knock that down and get some possession. This one is dying as it hits the line. No icing, so both teams are able to send it down and not get the icing infraction. Islanders are going to break out. Briarden trying to get behind the D, but Olivia Rothstein recovers and jumps in where the puck was. Centering feed, Riley knocked it away. Here comes McNulty. McNulty will get right in front of you, tries to dump it forward, will try to pick it up there. She was 1-on-3, but she got it out of the zone. Wanted to get it deep, but when there's 3 Islanders there, made it about as good as you could hope for. Centering feed knocked away by Riley, who's now in for Keenan. Not really Harper's fault in this one. Left after the third goal of the game by Ava West was just a nasty bar down shot from close range. Redirected in front, and Schubert just chipped it wide. She had the net there. Riley was there. Bandits have killed off the power play. They have 4:30 remaining, and they trail 3-0. Camarada trying to get the break. Islanders get it down low. Diorio Reyes sends it wide. Olivia Rothstein moves it up for Camarada. Gets to the middle, 1-on-3. Bandits will change behind the play. Camarada trying the 1-on-3, will dump it the other way. Rizzo just jumped on. She's going to gain that one, get it below the end line, but got it taken away by Hockman. Venuto pinches in, goes down low for Rizzo, a little too north, and Traco picks it up. Gets to the middle. Rizzo almost had it picked off of her. Let's see if the Bandits can get one here, but now with under 5 minutes, now 3:45 left in a 3-goal gap. It's usually at 5 minutes you're kind of throwing away the game plan and saying we got to take some crazy chances here. Venuto is going to be the first one to do that. She will gain the line of center. Fernandez still getting in, trips over the blue line. No trip there, she just was trying to make a play. Claus now battles for it. Camarada still out there. Rizzo now covers the point, looking for some room, fires it through traffic, knocked down by Storminger. It goes behind the end line. They reverse it. Bandits playing it down low, trying to get it away from the Islanders. Riley's still out there. Bandits not going 6-on-5 here, although they've had the possession. Dumped in by Venuto. Islanders retreat into their zone. It comes to the near side. Rizzo's going to try to pick this one off and turn the corner. Gets it. Was looking for maybe Bellin in the middle. It comes out now to Sperling. Sperling will send it back to Shoemaker Gromick and head toward the other side. Banked off the boards. Rizzo trying to jump off for a change. She does. McSherry jumps on with 2:41 left. We'll watch the goaltender, but at 3-0, I suppose at this point I'd be surprised if they pull Lexi Riley. Picked off by McSherry. Shot goes off of a leg and a flamingo now by West as she took that one in a spot where the pads just don't cover it. Kepler through traffic. Storminger knocked it down and cut. She got the whistle before she even covered it. So the Islanders getting a lot of calls here today. Although their fans claiming that the gold helmets are the ones that are. That one was loose right in front and the whistle blew before she covered it. West has had an interesting day. She hit the boards hard. I think in the first period she scored a goal to make it 3-0, and she took a puck off the meaty part of the shin there, the back of maybe the back of the leg. Unless the Bandits can find some kind of miracle here for the last 2 minutes and do it at even strength, it looks like they're going to walk out of here with disappointment on Super Bowl Sunday. Shoemaker Gromick gets in, got hooked down over there, no call. No word from the peanut gallery on that one. Comes toward the middle. Shoemaker Gromick with it now, under 100 seconds. There's Jessie Sperling. Can she start the miracle comeback? Looking for McSherry down the middle, but everybody who's been there has been marked. Shot by Sperling, never got to the front. Rebound attempt by Camarada, rather McCaffrey down low. Didn't get through. Sent out by the Islanders through a bunch of wickets. It's going to be an icing if it clears the line, but it stops. A lot of no icings there. Bandits need more than a miracle now. There's only 1:06 left. Here's Sperling. Let's see if she's got one in there. 1-on-1. Gets in. Gets down low. Shoots. Storminger save, and she covers it up with the glove. So the Bandits have had 2 breakaways now. Sperling and Gabby Rothstein, and Storminger has not conceded. That was shot number 40. 56.6 remaining in the game, and barring a volcanic eruption combined with a 3 Mile Island type meltdown, the Islanders are going to put this one in the win column. Just a matter of what the final score is going to be. Islanders, well, we'll say icing, but a lot of those pucks have stopped. The Islanders will just keep doing that. Now only 43.7 seconds left for the Bandits to figure out a way here. Gabby Rothstein on the dot. Izzy Camarada in the slot. Maeve McNulty on the far side. McNulty battles for it over there. Olivia Rothstein keeps it in, looking for a lane to shoot, but there's nobody in front. Islanders get it toward the point. Camarada kept it in. Sent toward the middle. Gabby Rothstein picks it up, looking to get around the D, but time now down to 25 seconds. Camarada tried to tee that up, and it just went off the heel of her stick. Camarada sends it down low. Storminger smacks it aside. 15 seconds away from a heck of a big number shutout here. Sometimes you just run into the goalie. That's what the Bandits did today. Islanders now with 5 seconds. Puck in front of the Bandits' net. Comes to neutral ice. Time expires, and the Bandits fall 3-0 to the Islanders. The final shots on goal, 41-16. That was for the team that fell. The Bandits with the 41-16 edge in shots, but the Islanders get 3, and they win at 3-0. Teams will shake hands at neutral ice, led by the 2 goaltenders. And that will do it. Bandits will be back in action weekend. And from here, the games just get bigger and bigger. The opponents get tougher and tougher. And the aspirations of a season on the line. So if they were going to have one of these, they'd like to get it out of the way now, and certainly wouldn't mind having another shot at the Islanders again. So that is going to do it from Rink 2 at the Ice Vault in Wayne, New Jersey. This is Joe Rizzo. Thanks for watching New Jersey Bandits Girls Hockey on Rizzo Vision.